Hey guys, today I'm going to share with you how I like to freshen up my makeup. As you can see, I already have on a little bit of makeup from this morning and I need to touch it up, so I figured I would share with you guys exactly how I do it. Honestly, it could take about 5 minutes or less. I feel like today is going to take about maybe like almost 10 minutes, but that's because I'm going to be talking to you guys. But this is super simple, and this video is in partnership with Nova Beauty. I'm going to be using Nova Beauty products to touch up my makeup. I absolutely adore their products. You guys probably already know that. Of course, thank you to Nova Beauty for working with me and sponsoring today's video. Super affordable and great quality, so would highly recommend. I'll have everything for you listed and linked in the description box, as well as a link to Nova Beauty if you guys do want to shop. And I do want to throw on a lash and add a deeper lip color, so I figured we'd do that today. I have these new lashes from Nova Beauty that I'm so excited to put on. If you're not already subscribed to my channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And of course, you can follow me over on my Instagram at BlissfulBrii with an underscore. I'll leave it right here for you. First things first is definitely blot my skin, because I do have on glowy products today, but I don't want the center of my skin to be all that shiny. That is happening right now. I'm also gonna blot off my lips. I'm not sure if I'm gonna do that now or in a second, because I am gonna be using a lip liner and lipstick as well. And just kind of press. It is removing a little bit of the foundation, but that is kind of inevitable. So I'm just gonna press down lightly. Pretty much the first step that I like to do. Take off this. So next I'm gonna go in with the Nova Beauty sponge. This is one of my favorite sponges, and I'm actually gonna be using this dry just to kind of fix and perfect that area. And then I'm gonna go in and just spritz my face quickly to kind of get the skin to adhere the powder a little bit better. I'm gonna just spritz my face really quickly with a spray. I'm just gonna dab into a loose powder, like so. I'm gonna blot it on the back of my hand to get any excess away. Put it right here and lightly press into the under eye and kind of roll as well. I do have some blemishes right here on the sides of my nose. I do want to kind of go over that again, but I don't want to remove the makeup, so I'm going to be using my finger to just kind of blot on top of it. You can of course go back in with your foundation or concealer to conceal those up. Same thing on the other eye. As I blot in, I will also roll. This really just gives it more of that perfected look, as if we just did our powder. I really do feel like it's important to spritz the skin first though, because you don't want to just put powder on top of your makeup that's already done. I feel like that could get a little cakey, so that's just what I like to do. I'm gonna hit my eyelids a little because that is just a little shiny. Dewy is fine. It's the shine that looks like oil for me that does that. And I actually have normal to combo skin. Like recently it's more normal and not combination, really not oily at all. But my makeup throughout the day, because I like dewy products, kind of gives me a little bit of a dew. So throughout the day, if I do want to touch it up, this is what I like to do. Then I'm gonna go in with the Nova Beauty Complexion 03 brush. It's just more of like a domed brush. Take a little bit more of the powder, blot it off, lightly tapping right into the center, just to give a little bit of that powder, but I don't want to have it too mattified over here. I kind of like that area to have a little bit of shine. If you're oily, you're gonna be like, no honey. But for me, like I said, I'm not super oily, so I don't mind a little bit over there. If you are oily, definitely use a sponge to kind of do that patting and rolling motion. I will ensure it to set right back down. So now for these smile lines, I feel like my smile line is becoming a little bit more visible and kind of settling a little bit. So I'm gonna take that brush again, and I just press right on top of that. The powder is pretty much like setting it back down, so it's not as noticeable. And then I just take whatever's left on this brush and just go right back over the eye. And just by doing that step, literally makes it look so much more fresh. And then I just bring a little bit down here just to sharpen this a little bit. I did lose a little bit of my bronzer, so I'm just gonna take the Nova Beauty Complexion 6 brush, just lightly tap over right here. Using the Nova Beauty eye brush is the i5 brush. Take a little bit of bronzer and put that into the crease of my eye. I didn't have anything on my eyes before, so I'm just gonna amp it up by adding a little bit to define it right here. I even think just defining this up just a tad just adds a little oomph to the look, and you honestly just can't go wrong. So it is just a little something. So do you guys ever find yourself like redoing your makeup when you have to go somewhere if you've already had your makeup on? Or do you just freshen it up and touch it up with what you already have on? I would love to know. Honestly, I used to be the type that would sit here, remove everything, and start from scratch. But honestly, you just don't have to do that. Whether that be turning your look from day to night, or literally just needing to touch it up and add a little bit of powder and all of that. So I don't know, I never was that type of person that would keep it on and just kind of fix it up. I would just redo it all. But we don't have the time for that. So This just makes it so easy. I did have a little bit of shimmer in the inner corner of my eyes this morning. I feel like that kind of wipes away a little bit. So I'm just gonna go in with the Nova Beauty eyeliner. This is in the shade DM. So it's like a really pretty, like pearl pink kind of shimmer. And I'm just gonna apply it right into the inner corner. It is an eyeliner, but of course you guys know you can use products multiple different ways and be a multi-use product. So that is what I like to do with my products. I don't just use it for the purpose that it's meant for, I guess, which I love. I'm gonna also take this down my nose because why not? And under the brow for a highlight. I feel like the face is pretty much coming back to life and looking super fresh. I'm gonna go in with the Nova Beauty lipstick in the shade Lavish, which is a beautiful like burgundy deep color. And I'm gonna use this on my cheeks for a little bit of blush. Very, very tiny amount. I'm not gonna go crazy at all, but I'm just gonna kind of warm it up on the back of my hand. Ooh, it just looks like so. It has a little bit of like a luminosity to it, and I'm gonna take it on my finger. And wow, that is a lot. I'm gonna just really just do like 2 dots right here, maybe 3. And I'm just gonna blend it in with that same finger. So I could totally leave it like this and add a lip and be good to go. We're all fresh. And I did only do mascara today, but I'm gonna go in with these lashes. These are the Nova Beauty 10 lashes. What it looks like before I go in and trim them. I'm probably gonna trim about half and use the outer corner. That is what I've been doing, and I absolutely love the look on my lashes. While the lash glue is drying on the lashes, I'm gonna take a little bit of mascara on this brush right here. This is a dual-ended brush from Nova Beauty, and this is their brow brush, but I'm gonna take the little spoolie right here and apply a little bit of mascara. I know you're probably thinking, oh my God, what are you doing? Go in and use that, take a little bit of the excess off, run a little bit through my brows. That's how I've been recently sprucing up my brows. It doesn't have to just be throughout the day. Honestly, I've been doing a little mascara in it for a while now, and I just run a little bit through. To me, I think it makes such a difference. This works really great if you have darker hair, just because it matches to the T, I feel. Like, it looks so good. I also feel like you have to have a little bit of like a bushier brow or just a little bit more hair because it just sticks and it like adheres better. So that's the difference between that one and this one. I feel like it's a little bit more put together, a little bit darker, and just kind of ties things together. So I like using it on a spoolie because I'm not using the actual mascara bristle. And this is the one that I found works perfectly because of the size. That is what I've been doing. And then of course you can clean it up and put concealer on the end of this, or use it with a brow product and you're good to go. But I love using the spoolie for that, so I definitely will wash that. Pop on these lashes. This would have been such a cute look if I just did it from the start, honestly, because they're so pretty. They're natural, they're wispy, they're soft. Very, very cute. I'm obsessed with these lashes, by the way, from Nova Beauty. They are the Style 30. And I've been using them nonstop. I do trim them up, so they're just my everyday perfect lash. I absolutely love those. Like seriously, so inexpensive and so good because I rewear them. But Style 10 is so pretty. A little bit more on that like cat eye look, angled half lash. You might want to get these. I will rewear these easily 6 times. As long as you're taking care of them, you can totally do that. Take the Nova Beauty eyelash curler, literally just pressing down at the root, and boom, literally so perfect. Sometimes I'll do this step alone, by itself, nothing else, throughout the day, and it literally just makes such a difference. And this eyelash curler from Nova Beauty is like one of my favorites. I can't even explain it. It's just so good. I'm gonna go in with my favorite lip liners. I've been using these lip liners from Nova Beauty for months. If you have not tried it yet, go get your hands on it. Seriously, so good and so worth it. So I'm going to be using 2 of them today. Brown 01 and Nude 1. Very, very lightly create a line. Use the other end with the brush and just brush it over. Then I go in with the Nude 01. Sometimes I'll already have on a lip product, like a lip liner and a lipstick from the morning or whenever I do my makeup that day. But today I just went in for just a lip gloss. So that's why I just had a little bit of a gloss and removed it. But normally it would look like a worn down lipstick and then I'll go in and go over it. I'm obsessed with this feature on this lip liner, the brush. It makes everything so easy to just blend out. Even if you just want to use this when you're touching up your makeup, if you're on the go, you have your makeup with you on the go, and you need to touch it up. Just so simple and so easy, whether you're doing your makeup, touching up, whatever it is. And I'm going to take the lipstick from Nova Beauty as well in the shade Heaven, which is a beautiful like baby pink nude color. And I'm going to put that right in the middle. And then a little bit of the shade Tone, which is my favorite lipstick. Oh my goodness, like the best nude lipstick right in the center. I'm gonna actually go in with a gloss as well. If you know, you know, gloss from Nova Beauty as well, just to top it off in the center. Oh my goodness, I love. And the best thing about these lip products too, you really don't have to touch them up. I'm only applying it as my touch up, but throughout the day, like, they last. All these products definitely do last from when you put them on, which is great. I'm just sharing with you guys exactly how I would touch it up throughout the day as things do start to fade. So that is how I like to touch up my makeup, keeping the base that we already have and just kind of making it fresh again. For me, main thing would be powder and using a sponge just to kind of get all those areas perfected again. This is awesome, this sponge, because of the point. Oh, it fits perfectly and really does an amazing job at setting everything down. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hopefully I wasn't all over the place, and I will see you in my next video.